Why, hello everybody. Welcome today. We are outside of our wall. You can see it in the background, an unfinished tower, and we have flowers. You guessed it. We are finally going to build a flower farm. It's not going to be a big one. It's going to be a fairly small one, but this area will work. We've got yellow, red, blue, white. I believe that comes out as a gray. And there may be a couple others, but that's good enough for me. So we need to go ahead and just plan out how large we want it or where it's going to be. So I'm just going to put some blocks. Here's a corner. Yeah, I had to decide, do I want those flowers inside? So we're going to use a real simple design. Let's just temporarily. So we have our neated water supply. And we're going to use water to break grass and items and collect it with hopper minecarts. That should be good. So we know water flows 7 blocks in one direction. So what we need to do is create a system that flowers will grow, and then a dispenser will dispense a bucket of water to push all the seeds, all of the flowers to one area where they can be collected. We might not even need hopper mine carts for this, in fact, if we do it like that. Yeah, that'll work. So we just got to decide how big we want our dispensers to be and create a flow. So we're going to go right to the edge here. Um, yeah, I think that's good. So let's just mark out the design. All right, so we're going to put our hoppers here. Yeah, we'll just have the water come right onto the hoppers. Perfect. I think that'll work, right? Yes, of course it will, because I am a genius. Not really, but sometimes we pretend. All right, so we need, we're going to create a little access point. So we'll do this hopper going down, and then these hoppers will flow into that corner hopper, which will be our collection. All right, and then obviously we are going to design this so that it looks like a nice building. So we're just going to put a couple of markers. We'll have a little building that comes out over here where we can go in and collect all the goods and access underneath. And then the rest of it's going to be kind of glassed in like a greenhouse. Yeah, like a little mini greenhouse type thing. All right, so that'll work. This, I brought some dirt, but probably didn't need to, but I was hoping to use some of it. Okay, so we're gonna need some dirt. And that's the thing about flowers, you know, I've mentioned this in a long time ago, that this yellow flower will always grow in this block. Even if I go clear up to the roof or clear down to bedrock, as long as there's dirt, if I bone meal it, that flower will always grow there. Grass can grow there as well, but once the only flower that will grow in that spot, is that yellow flower. And so every single block has the possibility of a flower type. So this one's white, this one's yellow, this one's red, this one's blue. It's always going to be blue. It will never change from blue. You get it. So that's where, if you are making a farm and you're planning out, what type of flowers do you want, you just have to look for the different colors in the blocks. And this is a good variety. I'll have red, blue, and yellow, and white, and a gray. I might have something else, but at least I've got that. the primary colors so I can mix and create different dyes and stuff like that. So it'll work perfect. All right, so we need to count how big this is going to be. So this is 1 block for the water. I'll show you an example. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we place this here, it'll always push the seeds onto the hoppers, no matter what. So this is our point. Temporarily, we're just going to put a block there so we don't. So that means, actually, we don't even have to do that. What we need to do is this. We're going to go up 1 level. Let's go ahead and get rid of the flowers. This will allow us to create a little bit larger farm. Because now we can take the water flow a little bit further. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to only go 6 because we want the water to drop down. So this is our edge. There, all right. Where's my shovel? Always faster with a shovel. All right. So this is our edge where the dispensers are going to be. Perfect. And then I don't like cobble to show, so we'll just use that dirt. Make that look nice. And we might as well just do this. Why not? We got dirt to spare. We got lots of dirt. All right, so that creates our little area. Okay, enough with the dirt. So now we need to go ahead and design. So we're going to put corner, 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 and just so I know, and a temporary torch, because it is getting dark, and in case not enough people sleep, you know, we might have some visitors. Okay, so dispensers, and I need to go get more well, okay, now this is the tricky part. We can't put a line of dispensers that just deposit the water and take it back, because then it's going to create a, what do you call it? A source block of water. So we need more dispensers. All right, let me go make dispensers because it requires me making bows and then combining it with cobble, and you can only make 1 bow at a time. And, it's a long process. I'll pause the video, come back with my dispensers. 1 moment. All right, welcome back. We have dispensers now, 21 of them. All right, so we don't want to put a dispenser here, and we don't want to put a dispenser here because it'll create source water. So we need 2 in between. So we're gonna have to see if this'll work. It should. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. All right, so we're gonna go like this. We're gonna do a little creativity design just for the base because I brought some pretty blacks. Ha 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 ha. Haven't used these in any of my builds, so alright, and that's fine. Okay. We're just doing this right now just so that the water will be blocked and flow where we want to flow it. Flow it. Okay, doop, 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 and doop. Okay, so now we'll need more buckets. We need a bucket of water, and we need a bucket of water. Inventory only holds so much, and, you know, we always need more. Fortunately, we have lots of buckets because we have a project. Right? 2, 3. That should be more than enough. only needed 2. Oops, get out of there, block. Cool, so there's the dispensers. Now we need to hook them up with redstone. And just because I want to make sure that it's not dirt, we're going to go ahead and put in a floor. And guess what? We're out of cobble. That's all right, because look, we have cobble. Cobble, cobble, cobble. We don't need that extra dirt. There we go. That's plenty, right? So nice to have commands. Okay, so now we need to take our repeaters. We're going to put a repeater there, a repeater there, a repeater there, and a repeater there. And just temporarily, we're going to hook them up. Doop, 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 because we want them all to go off at the same time. And we'll go ahead and we got some flowers here. We'll collect them in a moment. But we're going to make a stick. And we're going to make this a lever. There. Okay, so that's going to create the flow of water like this. As you can see, it goes down, pushes everything into the hoppers. How perfect is that? And then, of course, the dispensers will have to go off twice to turn the water off. So all we need to do is create a repeat command that will feed the water. Now, of course, how do we get things to grow? Because if we just sit here and it grows the green grass, which it will, this will all turn green, it's still not going to grow grass or flowers. We have to bone meal it once it's grass. Like that. So this will turn to grass. It just has to expand. But we have to bone meal it in order to get that to happen, which means we need dispensers underneath to bone meal. And I cannot remember the range, but I think a dispenser can bone meal out a certain amount. Well, I mean, obviously. So let me see. Do we want to go up or do we want to go underneath? We can go underneath and bone meal the block directly underneath. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're going to put a dispenser here. 1, 2, 1, 2. And a dispenser here. 1, 2. Okay, so this should work. 1, 2. That means we need a dispenser there. And a dispenser there. That should cover everything. It's not going to really get this, but that's okay. We made it a little bit too big. So we can go down 1 and place dispenser. Oh, wait, I don't have these even, right? I need to come here. Do minor edit. There. Where's my dirt? We'll put the bone meal in them in a moment. Because obviously we have to dig tunnels underneath. Whoops. Wrong one. There. Okay, so there's our dispensers. Obviously they're going to be covered up so the grass grows. Come on, grass, grow faster. Alright, and then we need to go underneath to go ahead and create... Just create a temporary stair. There's 1, 2, so it's right here. There's going to be one right here. So 2 in. Okay. You should find a dispenser. There it is. All right. So we'll go down next to it, and then of course remember the whole thing dips down, so we're going to have to go down 1, or we're going to end up just breaking the glass. And there's the other dispenser. All right. So let's just dig over to this one. There we go. We'll put a torch here temporarily, and there, and then there's going to be one right there. Perfect. So inside each of these we need bone meal. Might help if I make the bone meal first, right? So we'll put 2 stacks for now, just so that so much dirt, I don't know what to do with it. There we go. Okay, and boom. So 1, 2 stacks. 1 stack. And we went and borrowed somebody's skeleton farm. In fact, Lamar's skeleton farm, that one we found. And we, looting 3'd a ton of Skeletors. All right, so now we need to connect all of this with redstone. Probably going to need some more repeaters, but that's okay. I have all the materials I need to make repeaters. There we go. Okay, so down here, we're just going to block that up. We're going to block that up too, because we'll never come down here. Well, that's not true. We'll need an access point. So let me see. That's 2 blocks, 2 blocks. We'll create a tunnel right here in the middle. There we go. So we want a repeater there and a repeater there. Perfect. Right. And just because I want to make it look pretty, we're going to go ahead and cobble this floor. Trying to hurry and at least get this working, even if I don't get the full design done, just so that you can see it and we don't take so much time that, well, we run out of time. Okay, we're just going to do this on both sides so that we can get to the dispenser as we need to. Okay, perfect. I know, now I'm putting in decorative design and all of that, but I'm going to put torches here and here so that nothing spawns. Okay, now we need to take and get the other ones. Now this is of course higher, so we can go ahead and, whoops, we don't want that there. We should be able to power this block and it powers the dispenser. So let's try. And just temporarily do. And where's our lever? Let's listen if it clicks. Yep, works. Okay. Complications, All right, so here, and here, and here. Inventory management, always fun. Okay, perfect. Now we connect this, so we're going to put a repeater. There we go. We're just putting the repeaters, not because we need a timer here or anything, we just need this signal to go far enough. All right, perfect. Fill that back in. We'll fix all this later a bit. Okay, so now that we're here, if I can jump and get up, we need our signal to come up here to like our command area where we're going to put it all together. So we're going to go ahead and just start here. And redstone, redstone, redstone. Redstone. Oh, well, we don't want redstone there because we don't want it to connect to our dispensers yet. We might make the path there. Up, up, up. Okay, is that too much redstone? I'm just putting that there just to make sure that we have enough for the signal. All right. So now we just got to make the mechanism that signals the dispenser to go bloop, and right after that it signals these to go bloop. So we can do part of that just by putting in a delay on these so that there's at least that 4-tick delay before these will go off, right? And then we just need to make the control mechanism to turn or to flip the switch again. And what did I do with them? I had some observers. I only need one, I think. Question is which chest did I put them in? There they are. So we're just going to take 2, even though we only need 1. Isn't that exciting? All right. So what I'm thinking of doing is that if I put an observer, we want it, is it that way? Yeah, right? So that when the signal comes through here and it powers this, the observer goes, oh, you're powered. And then the observer sends a signal back through the network to cycle the whole thing. Now, I could be doing this completely wrong because I am not a redstone expert. But you know, that happens. We need more of these. So it's gonna go blink, there'll be a delay here, and then the redstone signal will come down over here. Trying to figure out where our cables go and everything is always fun, right? Wiring schematics, that's what we need. Let's see. That allows me to get down, and there's a torch to keep the zombies out. Okay. Well, I have no idea if this is going to work as designed with the way I've got it. But let's do a test. We want, well, technically we want this down here to go off first, which does mean that we need a delay down here because we have to have enough time for the water to be collected. Okay, so that's the delay down there. The dispensers go off. I probably do not have enough delay here. Well, I don't want delay there. I want this to go and just click the ticket almost immediately, right? Well, let's see what happens. Oops, wrong way. Well, maybe it didn't matter. Boink. Okay, that turns it off. Okay, nope. We need to break the circuit. It's sort of working. but I think our observer is in the wrong spot. And now we need to make this collect the water because it's on. Okay. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. You stay over there. All right. So, I mean, it sort of worked, but it didn't. I need a different delay on the observer. I hear a zombie sneaking. It's like it's been nighttime this entire episode. Okay. We have to fix all of this. Let me pause the video here, otherwise our video is going to go too long. Let me figure out the observer timer, and I'll be back to show it off. Welcome back, everybody. We are here, and guess what? It is working. So you can see here, water flows, it stops. Bone meal, flow, and it repeats. And if we come into our hoppers, you can see we're collecting a lot of flowers and a lot of seeds already. So obviously we got to fix that. But from a standpoint of the farm, let's just come over here so you can see how it's working. So here's our start signal, so we can shut this on. Or actually we can't. Did I just mess it up? No, I didn't. Okay. I forgot. We have to break this here to turn it off. But we'll do that in a moment. But anyways, the signal comes through this line, hits all of the dispensers with the water, comes back, and it goes through this delay and cycles again through the circle. At the same time, as soon as it pops these dispensers on, it comes right here, and it flows down, it's the wrong side, underneath and down here. It goes through all these repeaters to maintain the strength of the signal, because at first it had it, but that some of our dispensers weren't working because the signal strength wasn't long enough. And it just goes directly into our dispensers here. So obviously, you know, if we were to run this continuously, we would run through bone meal really fast. But as it is, this one's almost out. I'll have to go get more bones. I have lots more, but it cycles through pretty quick, and we're already getting a lot of flowers and stuff. To turn it off, we can just break that, and then that stops the signal. And then we can always start it up again just by... Now it's just going to cycle back through, just like that. All right. So very happy with it. It works. It's good. All we have to do is set up our chests down here and put a roof on it so nobody gets in there and ruins things. All that good stuff. So we need a little area here. Jason used the shovel. For our hopper. There we go. So we can go ahead and do that. We're gonna put a double chest here. I don't think we have any wood. Well, we have colorful wood. We don't want to use that. Chest. We've got chests all over. Here's all of our bones, but a bunch more bones, by the way. There's more in other chests. I know we have a whole stack of chests already. Whoops, I went to the wrong side. but we'll just get some wood, stick dirt in there so that my chests are not organized. Oh, they got that stupid recipe on. They have some custom recipes on the server, and I'll be honest, some of them, like the chest thing, make chests out of logs. I mean, come on, who does that? Really? I mean, what a waste. It takes you 8 logs to make a chest when you could just have... Alright, so we're going to let that fill up and empty out all of our hoppers. It's hard to get into this base. So that'll suck everything out because I think we're, yeah. I mean, look, ton of seeds, but even like blue flowers, look at that, 52 right there, 58. Yeah, this is going to work very well. So whenever we need to, we can come turn it on or just let it run until it runs out of bone meal. And we'll have plenty of flowers to make dye with. So definitely not worried. And of course I have a full chest or a full inventory. I can't even make the bone meal temporarily because we don't want to leave that stuff there. We need it. Don't turn it into dye. We just want bone meal. One more. Alright, there's lots of bone meal. So we can put some there, and we can put some here. And we can put the rest these. There. So that'll last a long time. Just gonna collect this stuff back. Wink. And we might as well let it run. I'm gonna have a door coming in right here, so that's why that's there. But we can go ahead. We're not gonna go up very high. We're just gonna go up one more glass level and then put a roof on it. Mr. Zombie, I don't appreciate you. You don't? You know, it's not Zombie Appreciation Day. Alright. They're just so happy to see me, though, you know. They just can't help it. Alright. Look, he's just so dedicated to come see me. Alright. So we'll put a wall over there. We'll have to put some sort of a secret little door in our main wall somewhere so that we can come over here and get to our flowers. Look at that. Nice collection of stuff. Alright. Well, with that, everybody, I want to thank you for joining me today. And now you know how to make a flower farm. A simple one. Not too expensive. I mean, a little bit of redstone, and you gotta make the bows just to create dispensers, and of course go collect lots of bones. But otherwise, we've got a good farm. So I'll probably turn it off because I need to let the grass grow. There we go. Oh, well, it's not gonna grow if there, if water is flowing. Alright, that'll turn these other spots into green grass so that, you know, when it bone meals, we're not wasting. It'll actually go ahead and utilize. But thank you very much for joining me today. Appreciate it. And you all have a nice day. See ya.